Hey, what is up everyone, and welcome back to another video. Today we're taking a look at HBAR, which has been plummeting down. It's currently down 4% today. The entire market has been crashing yet again. Bitcoin down to under $96,500. A few altcoins are actually starting to slightly outperform Bitcoin, Ethereum being one of them, Litecoin being another. Some of the smaller cap coins though, like HBAR, XRP, Sui, Fetch, are underperforming it though, and that's mostly due to the fact that Bitcoin dominance is pumping back up ever so slightly. It's up 1% today, nothing compared to the days that we've had previously, but yeah, slightly come down from the huge wick. Overall it's trending back up, which is not good for alts. Now the main reason for the market slightly being unsettled, really there's not much reasoning apart from, you know, the week that we've had. The S&P hasn't been affected too much by the Trump Gaza situation, so I don't think the market is disliking that too much. S&P is up 0.2% today, so there's no real reason for crypto to be crashing in regards to that reason. You know, we usually follow the S&P if it doesn't like a specific news event. So I think we're just sort of pricing everything in still from the tariffs and so on, lagging behind the S&P quite drastically, especially considering that it's already rebounded to where it was last week at the end. Yeah, I mean, there's really no excuse for why crypto is still crashing, but regardless, we're going to take a look at HBAR and exactly where we should be buying and selling. Just before we do though, I want you all to go and check out the Discord down below. We're sending out trades in there every single day. You get to copy mine and my team's trades. They're crushing it. I want you guys to crush it in the market too. So yeah, join up. It's like $60 a month, but everybody that joins makes that, you know, back within their first trade. So it's a no-brainer. Join up. Back to HBAR. Now, we previously talked about this being a good level to enter in at if you need to dollar cost average in higher or lower. This area right here is the 0.482, I believe, 0.382 on the fib. Really good level. Been used as a support numerous times. Looks like it could be used again. You know, we've used it once, twice, 3 times if we include this bounce, and we've fallen through once, which was obviously due to the event that happened. But regardless of that, this is a good support in my opinion, and I'll definitely be accumulating some HBAR here. And the way I always say it is to have multiple entries and try and dollar cost average in. So one entry here, you can place another entry here at 22 cents, and your final entry, if you really want, at 18 cents, where the wick actually touched the low right there. So those are the 3 entries I'd try and have on HBAR. As for take profits, you know, we're easily can target the previous high that we had this year at 70% profit nearly, and that's short term. You know, if you're holding for longer term, then target the all-time high, which will give you 140% profit at 57 cents. Easy 2.5x from here. Yeah, I think it's a no-brainer crypto to really buy into and hold, especially with the entries that we can get here. I think it's really easy. Now, how quick do I think we will get to those take profits? Well, it mostly depends on Bitcoin and how the market is going to continue reacting to the Trump news, which there seems to be new news every day. So yeah, it's slightly a strange case because usually the S&P, how the S&P reacts is how crypto will react, but that doesn't seem to be the case anymore. And Ethereum right now is starting to perform slightly better than Bitcoin, which tells me that alts should start performing really well quite soon, as well as the way that money flows in crypto is Bitcoin, then Ethereum, then altcoins, and usually utility based altcoins at that. Now this run, it got slightly changed up. So we had, obviously, a lot of, you know, if you're in crypto, a huge case of meme coins where literally every day new major meme coins were being released. We had Trump coin, we had Melania coin, and these were real coins from the real people. So yeah, I mean, people started to invest heavily into those. They obviously dumped, and a lot of people lost money. So I think now we're gonna revert back to utility based coins, and people will start doing more research into these coins and actually start to see the value in these coins, which would then spark up an alt season. And again, that will be great for HBAR. Now, Bitcoin does need to start performing better though. So what we need to see from Bitcoin is for it to break above $102,000 right here on the weekly chart, and for it to stay there. Then we can actually start targeting $114,000, and from there 140. That's the sort of trajectory we're looking at. I think the top will be between 140 and 156 this bull run, which gives Bitcoin another, you know, 50% really of a move up. For Ethereum, maybe $6,500, $9,000, somewhere in from this range to, yes, like in the middle from, you know, the 1.618 level. I think last bull run we had a lot more bullish momentum, especially with the fact that crypto was still very, very new back in 21. So when, you know, it was announced that Tesla started holding Bitcoin on their balance sheet, it really sparked up, you know, a lot of interest. And then we obviously saw our initial crash and then rallied straight back up. So we're in a similar sort of case where we're seeing that initial crash back down, or, you know, if you want to compare it to like this crash where we saw, for example, where we saw an initial major climb up, little crash. Like in retrospect, this is quite a little crash in comparison. Like we've not crashed down that much, if we're being totally honest. So maybe we will just see another spike up before we actually top in the market. And another thing to remember is that not all bull runs are the same. You know, 21 wasn't the same to 17, 17 wasn't the same as 13, and so on and so forth. So not one bull run is going to be the same, and it's really important to have your take profit levels set way before we're actually there, and to not over target as well. It's usually best to under target your take profits. That's why, for example, we have 60 cents and as our major take profit 90 cents. Like that would be our ultimate, you know, long shot, whereas a lot of people would probably be trying to go for like $5, $10 on HBAR, you know. So as long as you don't over target and you have your conservative take profit set and you're actually entering on the dips, which is another main issue. I say, you know, a lot of people will be commenting on my videos if it's on Polkadot or on Doge or on Sui or on any sort of coin that isn't rallying every day, is that they're down tremendously and, you know, that coin is a scam or it's trash. Whereas the main issue isn't with the coin, it's actually with everybody's entry points. If you're entering when we're ripping, then the chance of you going into drawdown and, you know, being in the red is very, very high. Whereas if you're entering on these major dips and in the red, then the chance of you being, you know, in profits in a week or two or in a month is way, way higher. So it's very, very important you get your entries right, because that's the, you know, that's like 95% of actually being profitable. The other 5% you can close whenever and you'll be in profits. Whereas if you're entering at the highs when it's easy to enter because the market is pumping, then you really won't see many profits. So yeah, just to clarify with that. Now, Bitcoin dominance, again, we've talked about this, but it really needs to fall under 3,300 for now. We were targeting under 2,700. I was estimating if everything goes right, it will take 4 to 5 weeks. Now everything's gone wrong, so it might take 9 to 12 weeks to actually see that major dump. So like 3-4 months maybe is what we're going to be looking at until the major alt season happens, because you have to remember these candles are on the weekly here, and it took us, you know, 1, 2, 3 candles from the top to come to the bottom here. We're now here. It's going to take easily 4, 5, 6 candles, which each candle represents a week, and then for us to actually drop below and hit 2.2k and go below that, you're looking at another few weeks. So it's not a short-term thing. If you're buying now, you know, prepare. Maybe we will get some more red days, but that's why we have these dollar cost average entries set. So when those days do happen, if they happen, we're perfectly prepared. And if they don't, we've already got our entry set here. We have our entry and we just let the coin rip. And if you did enjoy the video and you did find it helpful, please make sure to like and subscribe, as it helps out a ton. If you need a place to buy, sell or trade cryptocurrency for the lowest fees, the best sign up rewards, then check out the exchanges we're working with down below. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all tomorrow. Goodbye guys.